because Hamilton gets another slipstream all the way down the old pit straight into Copse corner. These are critical corners for this Grand Prix.
Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside.
No longer go for a kiss.
Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash into Copse. Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen coming together.
What's up, guys? This is Toto Hammer, and welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about F1 2022 Sprint qualifying, and we're going to talk about our reviews on it. So before I even get into this video, Jesus Christ, what is Ferrari doing week after week after week and after week? They're always, when it comes to a qualifying, they get a really good qualifying, yeah, all good. But as soon as they get to the race, it's like the strategy team is useless and they don't have a clue what they're doing. And it didn't take a smart man to figure out when to pit or something like that. If the tyres are weared out, or it's even all on the day on the screen, it's just basic for the tyre strategy. You just have to learn the basics of the tyres. You go, if you're starting first, start on a harder compound, go as long as possible. But if you start near the bottom, you start on a softer compound so you can gain that more positions. That's just the basics. But even in qualifying today, Ferrari can't even get their tyre strategy correctly. They don't know slicks or the wet tyres, which is the inter and wet compound tyres. They don't even know when it's all on the data from, or the weather forecast, or the percentages. They still don't know what tyres to put on for Q1. So, yeah, let's just get into Q1. Gasly straight shoots up to the top while trying out his slicks. And new slicks, he tried as an experiment and it worked. So, as you know, the slicks is the strongest at this point. Charles Leclerc and Tsunoda having beef on the radio. Dumb Tsunoda, like always. All the drivers caused him if they get into an incident with him. All the times when it comes onto a lap, just like with Hamilton, always blocks. Just like we did with Charles Leclerc today. What was he doing? He was weaving on the track like that. So basically what he was doing, he was on the racing line, then he moved off the racing line, off the racing line, and then back in the middle of the circuit again. So what was he doing? Go listen to Charles' radio if you're watching all the qualifying. Well, you should be watching all the qualifying if you're a diehard F1 fan, like me. So, yeah. What was Tsunoda doing? Right. Not much for Q1, because really Q1 doesn't really mean anything, because there's a huge grid. Top 15, the bottom 5 go out, and then the rest go up. So there's not really to do Q1. Q2 is interesting as well, because this is then the top 10 shootout for Q3. And Q3 no one goes out, so just a top 10 shootout, like I said. And like Crofty always says. So Q2, Mercedes as well, man. Mercedes as well. Look, their strategy may be good. Sometimes they can make the right calls, but they're so slow on the uptake. What in Mercedes messing around with tyres in Q2? And this is serious time, because this is when the percentage of rain was going up every single second. The percentage of rain would keep on going up, and Mercedes were just messing around with tyres. So that's just a risky option for Mercedes. Say everyone's done the laps on slicks, Mercedes are slow on the uptake, goes on the inters, and really the inter tyres is not going to do much quicker than the soft tyres, because obviously the soft tyres is a softer compound, more faster but less tyre wear. Of course, the wet compounds are the harder compounds and better grip in the wet, and it can last longer. So yeah, I don't know what was Mercedes messing with the tyres when they knew on the data screen that it was going to rain soon. So literally, I don't know. Right, now Q3, the top 10 shootout, one of my favourite parts of qualifying. Mercedes, oh my god, Mercedes, last out the garage. This is what I mean. They get a good strategy, but they're so slow on the uptake. That's just in the race, but in the qualifying, they're so slow today, Mercedes, so slow. It's like they're not with it anymore. Like Red Bull, quick and snappy, right into the pit lane, out, like in the race. But sometimes Mercedes is so slow. They get a good strategy and just flop it up, but I don't know what Mercedes doing there. Look, I'm a big Mercedes fan, but if Mercedes do wrong, I'm gonna call that out on the video. Because I'm not gonna be fake. I'm just gonna call out how it is. Like, be real. So, yeah. Mercedes, last at the garage when it was about to rain. Magnussen, man. What a qualifying by Magnussen. What a qualifying. He's in the Haas as well. It's all like Magnussen, seasoned vet. It's like with Bottas, one of those rally drivers are really good in the wet. Like Raikkonen, good in the wet. Bottas, good in the wet. Because they did a bit of rally driving, which because with rally driving, all you do is just slide around like that, and you have to control the wheel. That's where you need some big, massive shoulders for a dirt car. It's some broad shoulders, you get me? So, yeah. Magnussen got a really good lap in, right to the top. What a lap by Magnussen, because Magnussen just showed them all today, man. Like, he beat Verstappen, he beat Russell, he beat all. You can think about it, he's in the Haas, got pole, and he beat all the midfield cars behind him. And he's starting for the sprint race tomorrow on top. And it's only, I think there's like 15 or 25 laps in the sprint race. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, go in the comments below. But I think there's about 15 to 25 laps in the sprint race for Brazil. I think it's 25 or 15. But Magnussen could win the sprint race, but you don't know, man. That Red Bull's just quick. It's just quick, man. You can't decide. Like, you can know the Red Bull's quick if you watch the last 5 previous races where Max was near back. Just watch the races where Max was at the back. He came for, I think, 19th and still won the race. Hamilton did that as well, because back then when Hamilton was literally in his prime years, winning title after title, back to back, Vettel gave him a good run for his money, but Hamilton still came out on top. Just too much mistakes from Vettel. And yeah, then Verstappen came in, won that fake Mickey Mouse title, which I call it, aka cost cap champion. Okay, so Russell, man, Russell, yeah, he's a good driver. Let me take a flashback for a couple of years ago when Russell was in Williams and Bottas was in Mercedes. So what it is, I think it was the Imola Grand Prix in the rain. I think Russell literally was a back marker and was trying to unlap himself to Bottas. Russell, they were going side by side like that. Bottas was on the racing line, and Russell went straight for the dive bar, and there was only a little bit of space between them both. So what it is, Russell dive bombed, Bottas was turning into the corner, and they both collided, and then they both had, yeah, I think Russell stuck the finger at him. Nah, Bottas stuck the finger at him, and then Russell just gave him a little slap to the helmet, just like that. Nothing really serious. Russell, at the end, spins, causing a red flag, which keeps his position. And yeah, that was the end of qualifying. It still went on, but it was raining, and again another dumb so that for me at the end. Ferrari and Leclerc, man. It says beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Cussing the Ferrari team, his strategy team, on the radio, because they put him out on slicks when it was still dry. So Leclerc potentially had 1 lap left. Had 2 laps left really, because on the lap, yeah, for intermediates, it was a really slow lap, so we aborted it. Where I was thinking, you know what? Ferrari were going to finally do something clever. It's just common sense. It doesn't take a clever line to do it. Leclerc darts into the pit lane, and then what it is, Leclerc puts on fresh softs, get another lap left in him, tries to do a last lap shootout and see what he gets. What he does, he misses the pit lane, and soon as a Ferrari told him to box, he was already into the first corner where the centre S's are. He was already at the first corner, told him to box. And Leclerc said, absolutely beautiful. So that's just some cheeky sarcasm there by Leclerc. But I don't blame him. Leclerc had a huge chance on winning this title this year. And yeah, at the start of the season, the car was lethal. This season gone quick, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but this season gone quick. Ferrari had such a good car at the beginning, and then all of a sudden, Red Bull just came alive, started winning races by 25 seconds, some races, and they just got Max just every single race going into the distance. And it's like, when Ferrari was in front, they always bottle it up with a strategy and always slow on the uptake, just like Mercedes sometimes. Mercedes doesn't always get it right. There's a difference between Mercedes and Ferrari. Mercedes will take a good strategy but slow on the uptake. And Ferrari, they have a bad strategy every single race. There's the difference. We're going to read out top three. First, Magnussen. What a qualifying Magnussen. Happy for him. Absolutely happy for him. Second, Max Verstappen. Third, George Russell. They're all on soft compounds in the end. And then I think the last lap, Lewis Hamilton. I barely mentioned Lewis Hamilton. I should have mentioned Lewis Hamilton in the video. He got his Brazilian membership in it. He's got his new Brazilian membership. Not membership, flipping. He got a Brazil citizenship, and yeah, he's now officially a citizen of UK and Brazil on his passport, and that's on his passport as well. What an achievement by Lewis Hamilton! As we know, he's the GOAT of this sport. Really, Senna. This is my top three, and it is in order. Senna first, second Hamilton, and third Michael Schumacher. So that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys. Toto Hammer. Bye.